All right, guys, welcome back. World Cyber Games 2007 Grand Finals. China versus South Korea meeting in a battle of epic proportions here on the main stage in the World Cyber Games venue at Quest Field, Seattle, Washington. Moon versus Sky, the battle at hand, and Sky has taken the first map. Towering was a big part of his strategy, Tom, and do you expect that to be something that he's going to be doing in this matchup as well?
Definitely. The next map will be Knollwood, which is a very, very large map. So we should be seeing this map covered with many, many bases, many, many towers by Sky, and also many, many bases for Moon. One interesting note with that map is that is Moon's choice of the map for that first game. Terranistan, that was Sky's choice. So that map obviously would favor him. This next map here will be Knollwood, as we see it here. It is a very, very large 6-player map, the largest map here, and there are about, I think, 9 gold mines on this map, and these could fill up very, very quickly. It's one of the largest. It is the largest map that we'll play here.
So Moon picking this map, it is advantageous for the Night Elf, but you know, Moon's got to win this matchup to stay in this. So this is a big plus for him, and he's got to try and capitalize on that. If he loses this, he will be eliminated from the tournament. Will no longer have a shot at the gold, the glory here at World Cyber Games. But we should be getting ready to get started. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are going to get ready to get inside the game here in just a second. But there you see the trophy as well, guys. I think that's the best trophy I've seen for WCG or for an esports event.
Yeah, definitely beautiful looking trophy. That will go to the winner of the team championship here, and Moon and Sky, they are in the game here, but it looks like they are restarting it for some reason. So there is a Moon. He is down 1-0, and he has to come back big in this game, or he will be out, as we said earlier. And one more note on this map, Knollwood. In many tournament formats, each player can throw out one map. That isn't true here, but in those tournaments where players can, human players almost always throw out Knollwood because they really dislike this map. It's way too big for them. So let's see what happens with that as we go into the game, Moon against Sky.
All right, welcome back. World Cyber Games 2007. We are ready to go. Sky versus Moon, South Korea and China squaring off against each other here on stage. There you see Spirit Moon on the right-hand side of your screen, Sky on the left. And Sky's been good so far. So far, so good for him in that last matchup, at least. And he's gonna have some confidence, an air of confidence about him moving into this match.
Yeah, and as we start this match, they actually don't spawn that close to each other. There'll be one base in between each of them on this 6-player map here. And as we've said many times, Sky is up by 1 game, so if he wins this, he will move on to the finals, as this is a semi-final match. The build order for Sky, it looks like a very standard build order, and for Moon, also a standard build order, altar, and a Moonwell, so nothing new yet. Now, in the break, we were talking about something. In the past, Sky hasn't been that good in this year, but he seems to always peak well for World Cyber Games.
Absolutely. Last year he did, and was able to take the gold away. And, you know, in gaming, in tournaments in general, and in competition in general, it is about consistency and being able to consistently hold a record together, but it's also about being able to play in the moment and being able to react and take advantage of the situations that are given to you in competition. Sometimes you get the disadvantages, but then when you get the advantages, you have to take advantage of them. And it sounds pretty plain, but it's a very basic rule of competition, and, you know, some people that even come to these tournaments are not even understanding of that fact, and Sky was able to do that last year, and in this tournament he seems to have the advantage, whether it's by the rule set or just by the international, the broad variety of international players. He seems to get some advantage here.
Yeah, and I've watched his maps all this year, and he looks at the very best right now. So this is definitely one of the major tournaments which he really wants to win. We're seeing standard heroes and Ancient of War very far out there for Moon. He will use that to help him creep, as we've seen in almost every single game so far with Moon. The Demon Hunter coming out, that is a standard hero for him, and the Archmage finally comes out, and we should see some creeping out of Sky, and he should be putting up his first Expo very soon, as we saw in that last game. On the other hand, I believe Moon will go and do some creeping with his Demon Hunter, which just comes out. He will go and creep those easy greens, while the Archmage here goes after the Goblin Merchant early. It's a slightly harder creep, so he'll bring 2 of his peasants in militia form in to help him out there, and he'll take that out very easily. The item, Ring of Protection +2, not a stellar item or anything for him. So Demon Hunter comes in, mana burn on the Archmage there. Demon Hunter won't actually fight, just trying to slow Sky down, because Sky needs his mana to cast water elementals to be able to creep. So if you mana burn all of that, then Sky will not be able to use those. So Demon Hunter still level 1. The Archmage, once the Archmage finishes off these creeps, the Archmage will be leveled level 2, which will give the Archmage Brilliant Aura and more mana to be able to creep. There is level 2 for the Archmage, and it looks like Moon's going on a very offensive game. He really doesn't want to let Sky get that Expo up, which should be coming fairly soon, unless Sky switches up strategies and opts to tech.
So it looks like we see the tech here from Moon. Not sure if you mentioned that, Tom, but he is going to Tier 2 now. And the Archmage making a stop off here at the Merchant. Going to get some Dust of Appearance and possibly selling some other items. I think he's maybe only creeped 1 camp so far, so not sure what's in it for him there. Fountain of Health here in the middle of the map. And that could determine what the units we see from these players and whether they want to take advantage of that or not. But here we see Militia Army being used and brought over to the natural or the nearest gold mine, at least, for Sky, and he's going to try and creep that out and use that potentially as his expansion later on in the game.
Yeah, but Moon definitely scouted that. He'll be running over there very quickly, try to pick up all of these peasants. So it'll be interesting to see how many Sky loses. But I believe he's brought in maybe 8 or 9 peasants, which is a very high number. Usually human players only bring 4 to 5. So he's definitely bringing extras, because Moon will probably take some down as the Demon Hunter comes in. Mana burn, and these peasants will get focused almost a surround on the Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter backs out, and 1 peasant has gone down, second one almost down, and it falls. So early on, Moon getting some kills, and the Demon Hunter is surrounded for Sky. That's a huge play. That the Demon Hunter will have to the town portal out, meaning that Sky will be able to easily get this Expo up, while the Demon Hunter runs all the way from his base back to that Expo there. So early on looks very good for Sky.
All right, now we actually have a Hunter's Hall going down in the base of Moon. I didn't think I saw an Ancient of War. Maybe he put it out down by the middle of the map, a little bit closer there, but otherwise I think we are seeing a Hunter's build from Moon. No, I think that Ancient of War is stuck down there in that near the middle of the map. Level up there on the Archmage, that's level 3, and we see Moon going back to join his units. And how could he not have an Ancient of War, because he's got plenty of archers there. But so Moon bringing the fight to the expansion of Sky all the way in the upper right-hand corner of the map. Takes out the one of the peasants that's working on it here. Call to arms being used by Sky. Sky moving in with footmen. He's got a nice-sized number of footmen, or a nice-sized army of footmen there. It's like probably 8 units strong, including the hero, and that Summon Water Elemental as well. But Sky continuing on with his path. He's going to have to make some more peasants, because he keeps on using them for militia. But Moon hasn't really put out anything productive so far just yet. Sticking with his standard build order, and all that stuff is pretty much solid in his head from the beginning of the game. He knows exactly what he's going to do. One thing I want to comment on here, Tom, Panda Brewmaster coming out as the second hero for Spirit Moon. It's one of his favorite heroes to use, and it's got that great Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combination that can be used as a direct damage spell.
Yeah.
And what do you think that means in this game for Moon? Does that sort of tip what units he's going to go for?
Not so much of what units. What the Panda does is Breath of Fire works very well against steam tanks, which the human player might use. It'll also help him if he wants to try to take towers down. But Sky goes and cancels one of the ancients of Lorth there. The Demon Hunter will use a staff of teleportation to come and try to focus down on this Archmage. But there is a greater healing potion on that Archmage. That Archmage will not be going down anytime soon. And it looks like Sky will be backing up. And now, one point which I wanted to mention earlier is that in that first game, Sky got that Expo down, and Moon did absolutely nothing to slow him down. But in this game, Moon actually killed maybe four to five peasants to seriously slow that down. So,
yeah, that was big.
So this is definitely going to be something different, and Moon looks to be much stronger now than he was in that first game.
There you see Breath of Fire being used by the Panda Brewmaster. Now that, as I mentioned, in combination with Drunken Haze, which is an area of effect drunk spell. Basically, it makes all the units in the area that get hit by it drunk. And then you use that Breath of Fire. You use both in combination, and you light all those people on fire that have that drunken spell on them. So here we see another Breath of Fire there from the Panda. And using this Ancient of War to creep his Moon. A couple footmen in here for Sky. And it looks like Moon was trying to put down a building up here, but Sky's going to try and attack it. There, Breath of Fire being used on the footmen. And I don't know whether Moon can save this building right here, Tom. It looks kind of desperate for him. He's trying to focus fire with those archers on that one footman. He's going to take out one, but will be forced to cancel that building in the end.
Yeah, that building was a tree of life, which he was gonna walk into that gold mine there to get some extra cash from. Most of these footmen go down, but footmen aren't that useful of units once you go to tier 2 and tier 3. So losing them early is no big deal for Sky, and Sky just keeping the pressure on, just like we saw last game. He'll be teching to tier 2 and try to get some fighting units, which he really doesn't have too much of now, other than these footmen, which are dropping pretty fast here. There are only two left. Sky might get the Dryad kill or one Archer, but Moon will smartly micro those back. Archmage going in, gets one Dryad kill. Archer going down, and that Archer will also fight, but the Archmage looks to be trapped, and he will manage to get out still at half health, and there still is a greater healing potion on that Archmage, so Archmage should not fall anytime soon. But with that Dryad out there, the Dryad will hit the Archmage, slow him down, and the Archmage is down to 150 health. But still, with that greater healing potion, it should be no problem. And a footman comes in to block the Demon Hunter to help out, but that footman will fall for his help to the Archmage.
Now that Sky has got his expansion up and running and his main up and running, he's mining gold, mining resources from 2 different mines. He's got plenty of money there in the bank. Moon losing an Archer there, but as you can see, Sky's at about 1,000 gold in the bank for him that he just hasn't even spent yet. Just teching to tier 2 now in the middle of his main base. You can see Moon now bringing in some Dryads with that Demon Hunter trying to attack this Archmage. Slow being used on the Archmage. Archmage now spotting this expansion that Spirit Moon was trying to put up. But we'll see whether he's able to defend it right now. Footman being used here to attack, but I think he's going to go down momentarily, being attacked by about 5 of Moon's units here.
Yeah, so Moon looking fairly good. The Exo will probably go up, and Sky doesn't have too much of an army yet, but as we saw, he is going for tier 2. The big question is, will he do what he did in the first game, stopping at tier 2 and going Rifleman with casters, or will he go all the way to tier 3 for maybe steam tanks or knights or griffins? Many different options for the human player at tier 3, and as always, Sky doesn't want this Expo to go up. He's going to bring some more footmen in, but there's definitely not too much they can do against 2 heroes and 4 Dryads, so they will fall. The Expo will go up, but before it can start mining, the Moon must creep out that gold mine and walk that Tree of Life in, so that'll take him 1 or 2 minutes to actually start mining from that Tree of Life.
All right, now that middle gold mine that middle fountain has yet to be creeped, Tom, and that's going to make a difference in the last game. I mean, it's like it's a lot of experience, that Red Drake in the middle of the map, and also you got the Fountain of Health or Fountain of Mana that you can heal up at or regenerate your mana at, and it could be big. There we see Scroll the Beast on the Panda Brewmaster. Panda Brewmaster going to get that level up to level 3 now. And but anyway, yeah, that can be a lot of experience.
Demon
and it
Hunter
seems pretty
very, very
important.
low, and Demon Hunter will be able to run out, hopefully. And it's very, very low, and it gets snapped out with 7 health. Well played there by Moon, but the Archmage is looking low, and the Archmage will manage to get out. And it looks like this tree of life for Moon is very close to that gold mine, and it will start mining very, very soon. And the Archmage is going to have to back off. He'll probably head over to that fountain of health we were just talking about and heal up. And the Naga will be the second hero for Sky. But one interesting point here is that Moon already has the hero edge with that level 3 Panda, while Sky's second hero just came out, and it is only level 1. As we see there, Moon will be going for Tier 3 and for Bears. He's not going to stop at Tier 2 like he did last game. And Moon is going to use this fountain. He's going to start healing there. He was probably checking to see if the Archmage was healing there, but it isn't. The Archmage is going to back off. And we see Sky's army, and it looks like a Tier 2 army, and Moon will come in on a slight creep check here, but he's probably going to back off as his army looks very, very small here.
Moon only with a couple of those Dryads, and his army, as Tom said, is 3 units strong. The Demon Hunter there as well. But Moon's got that expansion up and going in the 6 o'clock position on the map. So don't forget about that. Now that he's got that under control, he tried to build that expansion up earlier, a little bit closer to the base of Sky, but he wasn't able to do so. Sky was able to fend him off successfully and stop that building from going down. Here we see a bear coming into the mix now for Moon. I kind of suspected that he might be moving towards those, Tom, because, you know, as you said, steam tanks and gyrocopters are something that could happen legitimately for the human player in this game, and bears would be one of the logical counters to that steam tanks. So we'll see what happens. As so far, so good. For both players, it's just kind of a pretty even match so far. They haven't really squared off very much. Taking a look at the food of Sky, he's on 70, and maybe we could take a look in a second on Spirit Moon. There it is, 56. So Moon at a big disadvantage in terms of food, and his army's definitely not as strong in numbers as that of Sky. And here we go, Panda Brewmaster sees an army of Sky moving through the center of the map, down by Moon's expansion, actually going to attack Moon's expansion, and gave chase. And here we see the towering strategy from Sky coming out once again, putting down 2 towers outside the expansion of Moon. Moon bringing in his bears and the few Dryads that he has to try and fend off this attack. Breath of fire being used there on those riflemen, and Moon is applying the pressure, trying to defend his expansion. The bears being micro to the front, the Dryads in the back here for Moon, and his heroes, of course, are going to have to be those melee heroes that they have to be in this situation, because Moon only has a couple bears. Dryads being microed back, maybe they were taking a couple damage, or the human was focusing his attention on those Dryads. But right now, the Naga Sea Witch looks very low for Sky. Level up there on the Archmage. The Panda Brewmaster also low, being microed out by Moon. And there comes the Demon Hunter back in, teleporting over to that bear here, and he's going to try and stay in the fight with these couple bears, and that Demon Hunter that's got pretty good HP. The Panda Brewmaster very, very low, takes another blow there from one unit there from Sky, but not able to hold on in the end, and now Moon is pressing forward as he's not really able to defend Sky back from his base. And there it is, the Panda Brewmaster goes down at the hands of Sky, and that could be big. That could be a huge impact in this game right there, Tom.
Yeah, definitely.
And not only that, but this right here.
Yeah, but even if Moon loses that one base, he's got one more over there, as you see. So even if he loses this, he'll be at even gold with Sky. But his army obviously much smaller, so he needs to be building his army up to have much of a chance here. And he'll be creeping out this middle spot here with those bears. Even though he doesn't have any anti-air, the Fountain of Health will heal him, so he will be safe. As the Naga rejoins the human army, there are some priests there to heal her up very, very quickly. And we see the Demon Hunter comes back trying to take out this Sorceress. That Sorceress will probably drop very, very quickly for Moon. And Moon, he had higher level heroes early, but it's probably shifted somewhat back towards Sky. Moon maybe has an edge in with heroes, but probably a fairly small edge at this point, as it looks like Sky is going to be heading over to Moon's base, and he is going to try to end this quickly. He put those towers up, and it doesn't look like he's actually going to put an expansion up there, even though he does have all the towers which he needs to do so.
All right, the Naga Sea Witch and the Archmage leading the way into the base of Moon for Sky. Sky is launching the attack now, going to go for the chop first. Here comes one Dryad out. Moon's trying to regen that Panda Brewmaster in the altar. Whoa, short work made of that Dryad there as the army of Sky presses forward into the base of Moon. 2 Moonwells here. They look pretty tapped out, though. In the front of the base, there's a couple still in the back of the base for Moon. Ancient of War still churning out units. There's the TP in from Moon. The Bears are going to be micro to the front right now for Spirit Moon. He's got 2, 3 up there. Fork Lightning being used from the Naga Sea Witch of Sky. And let's see whether Moon can hang on in this match. He's already lost 1 expansion. He's going to have to defend his main right now against Sky. One of the Bears looks to be about half health, 1/3. One of them's going to go down here in just a moment for Moon. 1 is low in HP as well. 2 still strong and in the battle here. Moon's heroes looking pretty good, as well as the heroes of Sky. So this battle is underway. As I said, another one of those Bears being microed back by Moon, going to get healed up by that Moonwell. And there's another one of Moon's Bears taking out one of those spell breakers. But Moon still got 2 Bears, 1 Dryad, and his heroes. And Sky really wants to do this all out right now. He's bringing everything out from everywhere, and he wants to finish off this fight. He wants to move on and take this World Cyber Games gold and the glory here in this competition. And I think he's got a shot right now, Tom. There's the Demon Hunter goes down. That was huge. What are your thoughts?
This game looks to be over, and when that altar went down earlier, the Panda didn't make it out, so now no altar and neither hero for Moon. So this looks very, very bad here, and I don't really know what he can do right now, because his main will go down very, very shortly with these mortar teams making very short work of these buildings here. I really have no clue what I would do if I was Moon right here, because he needs heroes, and he really doesn't have anything right now. And Sky has 78 food, 2 different mines right now, and maybe a 3rd down there where he towered up Moon's base. So he's got all this cash, and it just does not look pretty for Moon right now.
No, I don't know what the status of Moon's heroes are, but fighting with the heroless... Oh, he's got that Panda Brewmaster back out, so maybe that's why Moon is still in this ball game right now. The Panda Brewmaster is back, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen! Sky will advance! Spirit Moon has been knocked down, knocked out of the tournament. Wow. Any thoughts, Tom?
I don't know. You can't really call this an upset, but Moon has been the #1 player this year, winning many tournaments. But Sky has shown that World Cyber Games is his tournament every single year. He comes to this very, very strong, and he will be in the finals for a shot at his 3rd straight gold medal in WarCraft 3. This is absolute dominance by Sky at World Cyber Games.
Yep, there it is. Celebration a little bit, the fist pump from Sky. Anyways, that was some hot WarCraft 3. But coming up now, we got Counter-Strike, I believe. It's Team USA versus Team Russia. Coming up next on stage, guys. So stay around if you want Counter-Strike. But congratulations to Sky as he advances in the tournament. Moon, you played a good tournament, and congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you next year.
pushing to win, playing heart to heart, face to face. The challenge of a lifetime stands before us now. Beyond the game, through the portal into cyberspace, we have come to decide our fate. We're here to celebrate. Beyond the game, 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 the world's cyber games.
1, 2, 3.